Hi everybody. Yeah, this mask does not work during these videos, but I had to show off. I made a smiley face out of buttons. Out of boredom. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is still staving off insanity. Read some comic books and such. Um, it is Friday. Probably, I think, maybe. I'm pretty sure it seems like Friday. Um, we're here doing our thing. We've been doing our stuff here for a couple of hours now, and just getting some more stuff priced, get more stuff moved around. The store, like I've been saying, looks like a straight up packing sorting facility right now. We've got boxes everywhere. We got bubble wrap everywhere. So that's why I'm sticking with this behind me, because I'm like, this does not look like a mess. This looks like the store. Everything else is kind of like, oh, we're flipping everything over to ship out type of thing, you know. So we're just, you know, oh man, my beard looks weird like that. Hold on, let me take this thing off. It feels ridiculous. I'm trying to wear these things. I'm trying to do what they're asking us to do. It's just only when I'm outside and in the public and going around a million people, like the post office. There we go. Now I can breathe again. All right. So how's everybody's week going? We found out that we are going to not be able to open again. Nobody's going to be able to open again until the 30th, which is not great, but at the same time, kind of expected. In positive news is I'm starting to see some people kind of being cured and cleared of coronavirus. So, I mean, it's slow going, but at the same time, we are making progress on this stuff. I would so much rather look at the stories of we had 80 people cured of coronavirus than we had 1,000 people test positive for coronavirus. So it's yeah, it's a long road, but at the same time, it's on a road and we're making our way. Hey Christian, yeah man, we're trying to hold mental stability. We've been working like crazy lately. Mainly just been putting stuff up on eBay, processing books, processing toys. Gonna make sure that the store is nice and full, so when we can open back up, then it's going. We're gonna have so much new stuff for you guys to see. But yesterday we've been working pretty much every day. We get up about 8 o'clock in the morning, we go to bed at about midnight. We've been working pretty steadily all that time. So yesterday we had just kind of a nice date day where we got some food and watched some movies and played some Cuphead. The eBay account name is Tardys-Comic and Toys. Actually, fun little cool thing, Deanna's been working her butt off getting the Tardys.com refreshed. So if you go to Tardys.com, it links you right to our eBay store. So you can just go right to Tardys.com and click it over there. Good deal. Absolutely. Yeah, but yeah, that's our eBay store. So Deanna's working on Tardys.com and getting a store section going on, which is super cool. We're putting up a ton of t-shirts, we're putting up our pins, putting up simple things, you know, but then there's some cool stuff that's exclusive to that. We still have some Walking Dead exclusive variants that we did for the shop. So it's the Walking Dead cover, or the Walking Dead where it looks like Rick's walking across our front window, as opposed to across just any kind of stories. Tardys Hub, that's right. Kita, you're first. Kita, actually, I gotta get a hold of you. I have a vest idea. I will get a hold of you shortly after this, and we need to do some one-on-one, some secret project Tardys stuff for a vest. So we will be talking soon. So we're putting up t-shirts, pins. Did you decide you're doing stickers?
No.
No stickers yet. We will probably get stickers at some point, but no stickers yet. But we are putting up. We still have a handful of the 40th anniversary. The cool. It looks like this. Looks like our King Ghidorah. It's on gold metallic paper, and it looks just awesome. We've got 10 of those left. So we've got some of those that are going up there. We've got Eric Powell tour t-shirts from when he was here last year. We still have a handful of those. And then Eric Powell signed Goon exclusives that you could only get on stops in his tours. So we're putting up stuff that's kind of store specifically right now. But yeah, I mean, check out Tardys.com, check out eBay, Tardys-Comics and Toys, but you can link that again through Tardys.com, so just go there, it's easier. we've been just pushing away on putting stuff up online, and it's been going pretty well. I mean, like, we're sending out a lot of stuff, so since we don't have a diamond bill right now, it's not so much of a pain. We are not doing curbside orders right now. We are not allowed to. We've actually got somebody who is trying to check out the legal information on that to see if we would be able to do curbside service, but like basically we're just kind of the only avenue that we can do is ship right now. Either ship or you pay for it and we hold on to it until we can open back up, which is, fingers crossed, I think the 30th will be the last day, so we'd be opening up on May 1st. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. Como esta, B? How are you? So yeah, I mean, like, as far as that goes, it's basically shipping is what we got to do. So I mentioned I didn't do a video because Abby did a fantastic live video yesterday, showing off her collection. I'll probably do some videos too of my collection too. You know, I figure, why not? We might as well show off what we've got, you know, and show what we're doing with our collection. The only thing that's going to be insane is, like, Deanna and I's house is all collection. I mean, like, so it'll probably be a couple of different installations of what we're doing for our collection. But at the same time, like, I love showing off stuff, and Abby did a great job yesterday showing off her stuff. Like, that was awesome packing of how she had everything stacked up and everything. Contact your state reps and centers to ask them. Yeah, that's what we're working on. You do the same too, Steve. You contact him too. But I've got a buddy, we actually has a customer who's checking in on that just to see, like, I'm like, legally, can we do some curbside service? What is that mean? So he's trying to figure out what we can and can't do. So we'll see. It'd be cool if we could at least do curbside service, because then it would feel at least a little bit like we're, you know, get back to some semblance of normal. At least you can pull up, we can run stuff out to you, but not as of yet. So let me are they really? Huh. Well, maybe I'll have to check that out. If GameStop's able to do it, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do it. So stay tuned. Maybe we will be able to, but I got to make sure that we're not going to get, because the thing that we're so paranoid about is the fines for doing stuff when they tell you not to. You know, like, if you do curbside and you're not supposed to or whatever, the fines are like $1,000 for first infraction, and they can take away your business license like that. So we got to make sure that we're doing things the right way, and right now we know at least shipping is the right way. But if things change, we'll definitely let everybody know. I hope. That'd be super cool. Even if I'm only seeing people enough to go, here you go. It would make me feel so much better to just see all of our regulars and see everybody who comes in and shops and stuff. Because, like, it's tough for people to not be able to leave their house and stuff. It's tough for us, too, because we're so used to seeing you guys every week. Like, we see you guys more than family. We see you guys more than a lot of friends. So it gets to the point where it's just like, man, like, we see our customers a lot. It's weird to not see everybody all the time, but at least we can do these kind of videos where we're talking and stuff. And I'm going to keep doing them as much as I can, as much as you guys want, until I start seeing where it's like one person's turning in like, yay, it's the guy again. So as long as you guys are watching them, and as long as you're enjoying them, I've been hearing from a bunch of people that, like, hey, keep it up. It's keeping my sanity going. I have no problems doing these. I did want to recommend, because I was talking about Kingdom Come, there's one that's a little less red than Kingdom Come, but it is absolutely fantastic. Because to people who haven't been watching these, I've been pitching, like, new graphic novels of things that, like, I like to read. And Drew's not here to go, hold on, you're taking too much time, so I can take as much time as I want. One of my favorites, though, so I talked about Kingdom Come last time, and Kingdom Come is fantastic. But just while I'm talking about that, I want to just jump on the subject, because a lot of people, Kingdom Come makes everybody's lists of, like, this is a thing that you should read if you're into comic books. This is one that's a little bit less on that list, but just a fantastic read, too, from Alex Ross. Justice. So if this is another one that is written and, well, Mark Waid wrote Kingdom Come, but Alex Ross wrote and drew this, so all the interiors is Alex Ross. Let me find a cool one. All these are pretty sweet. I mean, basically, it's to do with, oh man, let me find the lobotomy page if I can find it. So basically, what it is the Legion of Doom sets out to outdo the Justice League. And what do they do first? They end up doing a ton of humanitarian work, where like Captain Cold and Poison Ivy go to the deserts and make these oases for people to go live in. And their whole point of everything is like, well, if all these super powered people have all these abilities, why didn't they do this themselves? Why did it take a villain to do these things? Here we go. Some Brainiac trying to pull out the ability for Aquaman to talk to fish. Like I said, he does the interior, so it's all Alex Ross style painted gorgeousness. So basically, it's kind of a two-tiered attack. It's that, but it's also them breaking into Batman's supercomputer and stealing everyone's secret identities. So publicly, the Legion of Doom is the face of charity and all those different things and humanitarianism. Toyman is putting making people who can't walk and don't have limbs and stuff, making all these prosthetics and making them be able to walk again, all these different things. And they're like, again, the Justice League could do all of this. Why aren't they doing it? And then on the other side, on the back side of everything, they are systematically going through getting everyone's secret identity and going after people like there's no tomorrow. Like sending Solomon Grundy, who all is it? Solomon Grundy, Bizarro, Metallo. There's like, it's basically like a six person superpowered beatdown of Superman, and they beat the hell out of him. It's a great read. It's awesome how much stuff that they come up with, and how sinister they make these villains and stuff, and how they're basically able to overcome these villains and their plan. It's a great read. Like I said, Kingdom Come is fantastic, but it makes everybody's list. It's stuff that people talk about a lot. This is another one that if you're a fan of Alex Ross, this is definitely worth picking up too. I'm going to keep doing recommendations too, or if you guys have something that you want to tell me, or like go, hey, I've always heard of such and such a book. How is that? Have you ever read that? Let me know what it's about. You can do that too. You know, I mean, like if you're like, man, I've always wondered what this has been about. You know, like I've always wondered what's different from Walking Dead from the comic book as opposed to the TV show. If you've got a couple hours, I can break that all down for you, and we can sit and hash out Walking Dead differences. I can talk about that for literally hours. So yeah, just let me know what everybody is feeling. I mean, Grundy is the great. You're right. Let me know what everybody's feeling. I mean, like I pitched a claim auction. It seemed kind of lukewarm. Maybe I'll still try it again next week, where we do, you know, just a bargain bin claim auction or something like that, where nothing's more than like $5 or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We've got another 3 weeks of this at the very least, so hopefully sooner than later. Let's see. Oh boy, all sorts of messages. Remember when some of the X-Men got their powers of the Phoenix and then changed the world in the world problem areas? Yeah, that was what was the name of that storyline? I can visualize everything. I can visualize Cyclops with the Phoenix Force and everything. I'm just blanking on the name of it. It came out a few years ago. That was pretty good. I read that Ultimatum that you shipped. It was good stuff. Man, that book, I agree, it could have used a little bit more. Like, Ultimatum is another one of those books that, like, Dave Finch did the artwork, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, like, that dude has skills for days. The one page, though, still, and this is spoilers, so I'll ramp up for a minute just so that if you don't want spoilers for this book, but spoilers, in Ultimatum, the Blob ends up eating the Wasp. It is one of the most gnarly images. Oh, I'm not supposed to touch my face. One of the most gnarly images I've ever seen. I'm just like, holy crap, they are not pulling back on this. And it's such a weird book. Like, I don't know, Anthony, I don't know if you've read the Ultimates before that, the Mark Millar, Brian Hitch stuff. Where it definitely feels much more like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because Nick Fury looks like Samuel L. Jackson, and it definitely has more of an abbreviated feel of the MCU, but it feels completely different from what they did with Ultimatum. It was just kind of like, it was good, but it was very jarring. Like, Ultimates 1 and 2 feels completely different from Ultimatum and Ultimates 3. Like, 1 and 2 is all Mark Millar, all Brian Hitch. Oh, me too. It's so good. Dude, I love yeah, it was all good. But speaking of Giant Man and speaking of Ultimates, one of my favorite scenes ever is where, okay, so this is another spoilers, but I gotta break this out because it is one of my favorite things that I've ever read in a comic book. In the comic books, traditionally, not just Ultimate Universe, but everything, Hank Pym and Janet have had problems before. He becomes kind of a abusive drunk type of guy. In the Ultimates universe, it's no different, where he assaults her with a can of aerosol spray when she's a wasp. And he's drunk and feeling sorry for himself at this bar. Captain America gets a hold of, finds out what's going on and goes to confront him. And he goes into this bar and starts pushing Hank around. He goes, get big, and shoves Hank out into the outside of the bar. Hank gets big, and he's like, is this what you want? This is what you want to deal with? You want to deal with Big Me? You can't handle this. Cap goes running back in the bar, and Hank's like, yeah, you're just going to run away after that? And Cap comes kicking out of the second-story window and kicks him in the face and starts beating the hell out of him, Giant, just wailing on him. It is one of the coolest scenes, one of my favorite Captain America beat the hell out of people scenes ever, because, just gets Giant and screaming at Cap like, oh yeah, you're gonna run away, and here comes Cap out the second story window, kicks him in the face, and just beats the hell out of him all the way down. Just pow, pow, pow. Good stuff. Such a good read. I didn't read all of the Ultimate stuff, but some of it is fantastic. And again, like when I talk about Mark Millar, he's up there for one of my favorites. I talked about Huck earlier on this week. He does write some fantastic stuff. That is a very good example. The other one that, if people haven't read this, but have seen the movie and were less than enthused about the movie, Wanted, the movie where the bullet curve and the Angelina Jolie, talk about a weird, is that Ultimates 1 or 2? That is 1. I think I've got both of them. I'll look get with me after this video and I'll look. But what I was going to say is Wanted, like that movie with Angelina Jolie with curving bullets and all this kind of stuff, where they're a League of Assassins. Boy, talk about taking some artistic creativity or whatever with what they were doing, artistic licensing, because those books are originally about a bunch of supervillains that dominated the world, completely defeated everyone, and decided to live in secret as ultimate rulers. That book is fantastic. Compared to the movie, it's just I get where you kind of took a couple little things, but boy, you could have made a totally different thing from the comic book. It's definitely a different take for sure. I dug the movie too. It's a different feeling of things, but I would love an animated, true to form, Wanted by Mark Millar comic book style one. That would be awesome. That's definitely would have to be a hard R, but I would be perfectly fine with that. Yeah. Oh, one other thing while I'm sitting here, because I have it sitting here. Don't forget to do the like and share. This is pinned to the top of our page. All you have to do, some people liked it but didn't share, or vice versa. The numbers should be even. So if you liked it but didn't share it, or vice versa, make sure and go back and share on this. What I'm doing is giving away the first graphic novel of Second Coming by Mark Russell and Richard Pace, and there's a sketch on the inside and signed by Richard Pace. I got it signed at C2E2. I ended up getting a sketch from him in my sketchbook, so I didn't end up keeping this, but that is an original sketch by Richard Pace, and all you have to do to win it is take that post that we have on our Facebook page, like it, and share it. That's all you got to do. So yeah, I mean, if you want one of these, and you know what, we'll even ship it to you. So you got something to read, so that when you come in, you can be like, Gavin, that book is so good. And I'm like, I know, right? So please share, check that out. I think we're going to do that till Wednesday. I might do some more kind of reply auction-y type things online too. I've got a couple other artists that wanted to do some stuff. The Losers movie. You know what? This is embarrassing, but I've only read a very little bit of The Losers. It's always seemed like a really good read, but I need to go back and read it for sure. I I've been told by a million people that it's definitely worth the read. So that's something that maybe I'll do while I'm sitting here not being able to have customers in the stores. Maybe I'll catch up on some stuff that I need to read so that I can go, oh man, I just read this thing. You won't believe what happened in that. But yeah, that's a whole can of worms that we could get into. That would be crazy. We could talk about just movie adaptations from the comic books and just kind of how they weighed up. I just call. Hey, John, how you doing? Sweet. I appreciate you enjoying them. Like, I'm glad that people are enjoying these. I feel like I'm running an infomercial. Like, it slices, it dices. Like I feel like I'm just talking. So if this is helping people, awesome. If I'm annoying you, I'm very sorry. Oh, this guy's live again. But yeah, I think we're going to bounce out of here, and we've got to go drop off some paperwork and go drop some stuff at FedEx to ship out, and I think we're going to go lock ourselves in our storage unit and work for a couple hours. So, on that note, get with us if you need anything. Like I said, we can ship to you. I'll let you know if anything changes as far as pickup goes, but we'll see. Let us know if you need anything as far as shipment. Let us know if you want a gift certificate or anything. Check out Tardys.com. Like I said, Deanna's been revamping the heck out of that, so it looks really good. Get a YT. What's a YouTube channel? Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel. I've just been putting up we've been putting up older videos and stuff. So yeah, we have copies of Second Coming to sell, Daniel. It's definitely, absolutely. It's very much like a elevator pitch. If you like Dogma, you'd like this. It's got a lot of good sense of humor, a lot of good Christian, Catholic senses of humor of all that kind of stuff, And it was weird because I don't know if everybody heard the whole thing. I don't know how much of this was common knowledge, but when this book was coming out, it was originally solicited at Diamond or at DC, and DC got crazy backlash from the church and everybody, and DC was like, nope, I don't want any of that. And a cool company called Ahoy, which I love Ahoy Comics. They do this, they do Millionaire Island, they do I will set you one in your pile. Shout out, thank you to Daniel Woolston for having a pile of stuff here. Very much appreciated for keeping us going and in business and doing things. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I feel. But no, DC dropped it like a bad habit, and Ahoy picked it up. Ahoy's the one that they do Second Coming, they do Billionaire Island, they do Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror, which is a super cool read too. And they picked it up, and I'm so glad they did, because boy, it is a fantastic read. So, yes, I do have them for sale. Also, though, if you want just a chance to win one that's been signed and sketched by the artist for that, just like and share that post that's pinned to the top of our page. Yeah, we're going to do a bunch of this kind of stuff, a bunch of giveaways, and a bunch of just, hey, we're bored, let's do some stuff. So we are going to get through this. We are going to make these in the next 3 weeks fly by so that we can open back up and get back going with things. And, yeah, we'll just kind of do what we can, right? I mean, it's what we got to do. So we're going to go drop off some stuff at the post office and things. Oh, thank you so much to Jamie McDuffie as well for grabbing a Tardys pin off of our website. All the way out in California. We met them, him and his girlfriend, out for San Diego. And man, thank you so much. Super, super cool. If you're interested in them, again, now onto the infomercial part. That's what it looks like. That's our Tardys. We've got them like this. We've got them in black and gold. And then we've got the ultra, they look like a Rough Riders album from the 90s. It is just like gold and diamond sparkling. So we've got those type of pins. Again, we've got t-shirts. We've got comic books that were exclusive to the store. We've got the King Ghidorah prints that are on the metallic paper that are printed from the store. Yeah, Eric Powell signed stuff. A bunch of different stuff. So check out Tardys.com. Check out from there. Check out our eBay store where we're putting up a ton of big books and figures and things like that. And be safe. Shoot us messages if you need anything. And yeah, take care. I'm probably not going to do a video in here. We probably won't be in the store this weekend, but If we do, it'll just be quick to pop in, mail some stuff out. But we should have the storage unit done by this weekend. So like I'm hoping that we have it done or close to done tonight. Which means, and if you haven't watched these videos, we've got about 75 long boxes in our storage unit, and we're working on putting that all in order. So when that happens, we're going to have access to another store's worth of inventory that we can just, hey, I'm looking for this, and this issue, and we can just go, and if we've got it, we can pull it out and have it set aside for you. So that's one of the things that we're doing to try and get through all of this and be productive while we're dealing with all of this. So yeah, expect a big refresh on a lot of the bin stock that we have in the store. So that's the kind of plan. That's the plan that we're trying to get done by the end of this weekend. But what I was thinking about doing is, like I said, doing some videos on my personal collection. Kind of have an idea for a contest coming up with that too. But we'll be in touch about that. Well, it's a half baked, and we got to make sure that it's baked completely. But yeah, I'll probably be putting up some pictures of my. Thanks, buddy. I'll probably be putting up some pictures or do a live video, and we'll show off like the office where Deanna and I have all of our original artwork, and then I'll show off the toy area, which is a mess, but at the same time you can see like all my Marvel Legends, DC Universe Classics, He-Man stuff set up, and then we'll do one of like the living room where it's got all of our like vinyl figures, and I mean like we've got a Funko Pop wall. I'll show that off too, but that's not super impressive. But I will show off some of the original, more artistic vinyl stuff, like my guy his face is a pie, and he's cut off a piece of his face and he's serving it to you. Weird stuff like that. So I'll show off that kind of stuff too. Got a list of books I'm in search of, all kinds of rare and out of my price range. We do have payment plan, absolutely. We are aware that this is a fun hobby, and this is not where your first dollar is spent when you get your check. So you know what? We offer layaway, we offer payment plans. We make it work. You know, we will work with you as long as you're working with us. We'll work with you. That's kind of always been our thing. Like, we get it. We are. The whole reason why we're closed down right now is we are non-essential, and we get that completely. So we really appreciate anybody who wants to spend a little bit of cash with us. It is so nice of you, and we very much appreciate it, especially because, you know, I mean, like, if I'm not at the comic shop, I'm out in society, and nobody wants that. So we really, really appreciate it. Definitely payment plans, definitely. Just let us know what we can do. I mean, basically the payment plan thing is we ask for some money down, and as long as you're making steady payments, like we can see that you're making steady payments, there's no set time, but just all we ask is, hey, try and pick it up as soon as you can. That's all we really ask for, you know. So, all right, I have talked a long time. I feel like I've been talking for decades, and I'm sure you guys probably feel the same way. Take care. We miss you all. We hope everyone is doing well. Hopefully we see a big wave of people kicking this coronavirus stuff instead of just constantly seeing worse. Because, man, like I said, I would love to see 80 cases cured than 1,000 cases gotten. So hopefully we just kind of keep seeing some stuff. Oh, man. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we can't do it like that. The governor's stopping everything. Yeah, that's cool, man. Just if you've gotta get rid of that stuff, completely understand. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend, and be safe out there. Take care.